going on right now. We do have areas of Joplin need to take shelter right now. Bear with me one moment while I get some of the cameras back up here. As you can see, the one on the it would be on my right, lower right there. That is Joplin, Missouri right now, folks. If you are in Joplin, Missouri, there is a dangerous, dangerous storm on its way. These are impacting 70 plus miles per hour winds are on that storm. I'm going to get to all the risks that are today, but right now what we do have is a dangerous storm. I'm going to shut off the Tulsa one real quick because that's pretty much rain going on there. Let me move this thing around just a little bit here, folks. So that is Joplin, Missouri right now, and it is a pretty intensive storm. If you're just joining us, we're going to get to all the Storm Prediction Center latest information here very shortly. But right now, we do have a very dangerous storm that is west of Joplin area. Again, this does have 70-mile-an-hour winds. It's moving really, really quickly. It's moving east at 50 miles per hour. At 8:01, there it's coming across right now. It's a little hard to see, but we will have that ticker going right below. So at 8:01, I'll just read it off of here, fresh hot off the presses here. At 8:01, severe thunderstorm were located along a line extending from near Columbus to near Baxter Springs to near Fairland, moving east at 50 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour wind gusts, and quarter-size hail. This includes the following highways: Interstate 44 between mile markers 0 and 32, Interstate 49 between mile markers 29 and 56. Bro, give it up. It was yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't be nervous, Wacky Limers. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining here. You can certainly see some significant cloud base there going on in Joplin. And let's go ahead and take a look at this storm right here. Before I do that, I do want to remind folks, thanks for the follows. I appreciate that very much. Continue to follow, and we'll do these live updates as much as possible. Ooh, we do have a tornado warning. We got 2 tornado warnings now. I got to get my ticker back up here for that. Goodness, it's fetching that information right now, so apologize. I've got all kinds of stuff. That's the problem, is need to find a spot for all of these little warnings and maybe make them smaller. That probably would make more sense. So we do have a tornado warning down extreme northeastern portion of Oklahoma right now. Tornado warning over west of Bella Vista, so over by Southwest City. I'm really quite concerned about this one as well. Now, this is radar indicated tornado that is over by, it's going to be going into northwestern Benton County in northwestern Arkansas. Oh, you don't hear anything. Hang on one second. Are you all able to hear me? Gunner 1506, maybe check your feed. I'm not sure. Is everybody able to hear me okay? Okay, thank you, Wacky Weimers. I appreciate that. Gunner 1506, maybe just check your volume on there. Could be an issue there. Your mom, Courtney Nicole, my mom and family are in Bella Vista. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that one is definitely moving pretty, trucking along. Now, this is radar indicated on the one that's west of Bella Vista. It's moving at 60 miles an hour. So in my neck of the woods, South Dakota and areas of Iowa yesterday, there were a number of storms that were really trucking along really quickly. And even though they ended up having some of them didn't necessarily have a tornado drop. Some have those straight line winds, and those were just as impactful. Now, that could possibly be this. I don't have any confirmation of a tornado on these. Let me go back to Joplin here 1 minute. Just lost the feed here. There we go. I'm going to bring this back up to Joplin because this one's starting to look like it very well could end up having a signature. Let me bring base velocity or high res velocity. Oh, right north of Joplin area. We do have Arannago. I can't say that right. Driving through a dead zone. Okay, let me check this real quick here. All right, is that, I believe that's a little bit better. Bandit, does it sound a little bit better? Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that so much. Christina Adder. And those that are just joining, we're given live updates regarding this severe thunderstorm warning. Hang on 1 second. Bandit, is it still breaking up, folks? I just need confirmation. Thanks for the follow, Pippi and user Big. Okay, great. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. All right, let me move this. Maybe I've got it too loud, possibly. That might be a little bit better. All right, folks, we do have the severe thunderstorm warning over. It's right over top of Joplin. You can see that storm is moving pretty quickly. And again, it is moving to the east at 50 miles per hour, according to the severe thunderstorm warning there. We do have velocity on right now. Let me give you a dual view. Let me shut off the cam for this. And I'm sorry that my ticker for the tornado warnings are not working properly. Yeah, oh no, Joplin is right. Thankfully, no confirmation of a tornado, but we do have some indications here of rotation. That's a live look at your radar. It's over by Carl Junction. Earlier today, so this one over by Bella Vista, rotation, very broad area over just on top of J. That would be in areas of extreme northeastern Oklahoma. Central Kentucky right now, you're okay. No longer have tornado warnings. That's good. All right, so those were allowed to expire. Took a little bit, but currently there are no active tornado warnings. All right, so now that there's no tornado warnings, there's 5 active severe thunderstorm warnings, and those are all pretty much in southwestern portion of Missouri and extreme northwestern portion of Arkansas and extreme northeastern part of Oklahoma. We don't have anything else showing up here at this point in time, so we're going to go ahead and shut off the tornado ticker here. And we are also what app? So I WG40504. I do use Radar Omega. I subscribe to the premium or alpha version. All right, so thanks Jess for the follow. I appreciate that. This is still a dangerous storm over by the Joplin area, but it is not tornado warned. So folks that are along 44, 49, and then I-44 points northeastward. This will probably, based on what I can see here, this is likely going to start fizzling out. It's going to take a little while yet, but there's a broader view of that. A lot of rain in here. As you can see, some of the polygons of green, that is the flash flooding. All right, let's go ahead and give you all of the breakdown of what's expected today. I'm going to bring up the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center here. Just bear with me one moment. We'll shut off Radar Omega here. All right, so Texas area. This is what your outlook is for today. This was updated at 7:37 a.m. and this is the overall outlook. So we are expecting in the yellow shade area, that's a 2 out of 5, and then the enhanced area is a 3 out of 5. In Abilene, that orange type area, and then even up to Wichita Falls area, as well as back to Midland. The storms are expected to recycle later this afternoon. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning. You can see that up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Abilene and Childress and Wichita Falls, you have that 5% risk, between 5 and 9% risk of tornado activity if things can get going. That's a huge if. There's still a lot of cap that it's got to deal with, so we'll have to see how all that plays out. Radcliffe, Kentucky. One second here. I'll check that here in a moment. I'm just going to make some notes so that I don't forget y'all. And Memphis, Tennessee. I'll take a look at those areas as well. I believe those are going to be mainly for tomorrow. As far as will Central Kentucky get hit with any tornadoes, that is hard to say. I'll go over the risks. That's all I'm going to go over. I'm not going to say for sure because there's no way to know for sure. Severe wind outlook for today for Texas is Abilene, Wichita Falls, and then your hail factor, you do have that in Abilene as well. Day 2, so basically this ends up being tomorrow. You do still have those risks, slight risk in Dallas then. Where's my poison alt person that usually is on here? He's not on here today. Fort Worth, Dallas, Waco, Wichita Falls, Paris, all those areas are in that slight risk for tomorrow. And then that risk of tornado activity for tomorrow continues to move off to the east, as well as the severe hail and wind threat. Now, we're going up north for today. Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Akron, Cincinnati. For today, you're on the risk of a 3 out of 5. And that's even covering areas of Pennsylvania and upper areas. Let's go ahead and kind of break that down here for you today. Your tornado risk areas of Ohio and Pennsylvania are in the 5 to 9% risk, and then the severe wind threat is all the way back into Illinois, extreme southeastern portion of Illinois. We do There is not a confirmed tornado in Grove, Oklahoma, Toasty. All right, so Columbus, Ohio, that's the severe hail threat for today. And then this is the overall look that we have. The orange again is a enhanced risk, 3 out of 5, and that slight risk is all the yellow, and then the marginal risk would be the darker shade of green. You're welcome, Toasty. You're welcome. All right, while you're here, be sure that you go ahead and smash the Tap the screen, tap, tap, TikTok, and also my wonderful Facebook fans. I'm going to go ahead and get to the Sioux Falls 7-day outlook here real quick. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that's where my neck of the woods is, and then we're going to kind of break down some of the weather models and see the timing of all this stuff. We'll get to that here very shortly. I've got Radcliffe on my radar here, Radcliffe, Kentucky. Some people asked about Tennessee, and I'll get to those here very shortly. So anyhow, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, expecting that warming trend to continue after this bitter cold temperatures. I mean, this morning in my neck of the woods was about 37 degrees. So definitely that front came through after some storms late in the evening. Wednesday, you're expecting to have the 70s. Like I said, warming trend on its way. Just going to take a little bit while longer. But Saturday and Sunday, 79. We're likely going to approach mid 80s by Sunday. Those winds will be pretty gusty out of the southeast, but bringing in some more chances of moisture Sunday night into Monday. We'll have to see how all that plays out. And folks, we do also have Aberdeen. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up. Aberdeen, South Dakota, 60s and continued 60s through much of your work week. But again, as we get into Saturday and Sunday, the warming trend continues to bring in that moisture into areas of northern South Dakota as well. A lot of wind expected. Thankfully, with that wind, because we're having the temperatures or the winds come out of the south or southeast, we are expecting the moisture to come up there as well versus it being that dry. Uh, Risk of fires and all that. Rapid City area, we're expecting to have again a little bit of moisture coming through Wednesday and Thursday. Ever so slight cooler temperatures. Look at that, 53 as the winds come out of the northwest. We'll eventually switch that over into western South Dakota as well, and we'll get some of those southeasterly winds on Saturday. But then it shifts again. We will get the wind shifting after Sunday daytime, and it will shift out of the south, or it'll shift to the northwest, out of the northwest rather, Monday, 8 to 12 miles per hour. Pierre, South Dakota, we are expecting some showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night, ever so slight, but we don't particularly know the amounts, but it will be nice to have some more moisture for our farmers there. Sunday night, again, that area as well, 55 for an overnight low as a front passes through. Uh, we will expect some more showers and thunderstorms on Monday night as well. All right, let's go ahead and get to what y'all wanted to know. We're going to go ahead and bring Radar Omega information back up here. And let's take a look at Radcliffe area. I want to move this so that I can still see your guys' chat. Go ahead and hit that follow and tap that screen if you can. That would be awesome. Again, if you're just joining us, we continue to see some risks in the area of north of Joplin, Missouri. Let me see if we can get the live cam brought back up there. Oh, wow, look at that. Some heavy, heavy rain hitting hard right there. The camera is even having a hard time with that. So that's right along where Webb City, Aranago, just north of Joplin. But still, heavy, heavy rain. This indicator right here, it's moving at, that cell is moving east at 45 miles per hour. So this is going to continue to be pretty dangerous. If we put a estimate on this, these are some of the areas that could be impacted by it. Oh gosh, it's like moving through there pretty quick. So 45, 45 miles an hour. These are some areas that could be impacted by that. So it is moving pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get to the latest weather models and get your areas covered here. So this is what we're kind of expecting based on the latest weather model from the HRRR. And see earlier today, Tulsa, definitely 7:15 before we went live. Multiple large tree limbs were down east of Rogers in Tulsa County. That was earlier today. We're going to expect to see some additional development in some of these areas later this afternoon if this cloud cover can go away. Some capping of the atmosphere. When is your next chase day? Jeff, I wish I knew. Based on what I can see here, it doesn't look like it's going to be until sometime into like maybe May 4th, 5th time frame. We're having to see how all of that plays out. There are some indications that some more moisture is going to be kicking up into areas of South Dakota May 4th and 5th, so we'll have to see. All right, so this is how this is going to potentially play out. This is a radar estimate that we're looking at right now. In your live cam feed there that you see, that is Joplin, Missouri. Areas of Kentucky, you are in the slight risk for today. From what I can see on here, let me shut off some of these other counters and let me shut off that live cam right now because sometimes it gets too clouded and a little tough to see all that information. So Louisville, we do have areas of Tennessee right in here as well. Looks like after 5 p.m. if things can get going. Cincinnati, you're going to be a little bit sooner. So right around 4 o'clock, Cincinnati, Ohio area, going to be under some dangerous storms there. You have the risk of isolated tornadoes. Let's show you all the risks, tornado risk for today. That does cover areas of Pittsburgh all the way up into Syracuse. Those are the risks for the northern half of the U.S. And then way back down here, you do have those risks as well. Wichita Falls after 4 o'clock. Actually, it looks like it sparks up after 2 already in some of those areas just southwest of Wichita Falls. I think Dayton, Nate, do you think Dayton, Ohio going to get a tornado or just straight line winds? That's hard. That's definitely hard to say. Dayton, um, you're in that 5% risk, so it's going to be hard to say for sure, but I would definitely stay weather aware. Upstate New York, Jake Hayden, thank you so much. I'll get to that. We do our lives every day at 8 a.m. All right, so let's go ahead and show upstate New York real quick. Timing of that, upstate New York, it looks like after 4 p.m. That would be in Central Time, so 5 o'clock your time. I'm at Wichita Falls, Texas. Can you talk about that again? Sorry, just got here. That's okay, Luna. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the follows. If you haven't followed already, we do hit these at 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Daylight Time. And we do these weather updates daily. And just to make sure you're aware, Jake, we do see this brown. That is the risk for tornado activity for today. So just be aware of that. What time? Okay, so Wichita Falls, Texas. Let's go back to Wichita Falls. I did talk about that a little bit ago, but I will definitely go through that. So Wichita Falls, it looks like development is going to be right between that 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. time frame. Um, And I don't know for sure if you guys are going to get a tornado, folks that are asking that. I can't say that for sure. If we had that ability to know that early on, wouldn't that be amazing? The amount of lives that could be saved. All right. So Wichita Falls area, based on this estimated radar scan, you can expect to have some major development, including hail, possibility of an isolated tornado somewhere in these areas. Uh, oh, we do have a tornado warning. Hold on 1 second here. One moment, folks. All right, we interrupt what we were going through. This is Missouri. Goodness, that thing is not letting up. Hold on 1 second, folks. It's likely this one here. Let's verify. I can't see what that says for the county. 1 second here. So we do have one tornado warning waiting for Radar Omega. Pop that thing up. I have these tickers programmed. So one moment. All right, I'm going to expand this because it's a little hard for me to say. Newton, Missouri. Newton, Missouri. There it is. Yep. Okay. Newton, Missouri currently has a radar indicated tornado. This is in effect. So southeastern Newton County in southwestern Missouri until 9 a.m. at 8:29. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Neosho, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Locations that could be impacted: Fairview, Stark City, Newtonia, Granby, Wentworth, Stella, Ritchie, and Neosho. This includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 15 and 25. Again, this is not a confirmed tornado. This is only radar indicated. Still need to heed the warning. This looks like more of a wall of wind. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rotation, see what's in there. Yeah, it looks more so of a wall of wind, but that's just as dangerous. Sometimes when you get these puppies moving really quick, you could end up having 70-mile-an-hour winds, just kind of straight line wind type of event here. There is indications of some rotation, but I would suspect that this is more than likely a major wind event. Still need to make sure that you're in your safe place because this could drop something. You never know. And it is still dangerous. Yes, definitely prepare for that possibility. Courtney Nicole, thanks for the follow. Joplin, Missouri, I'll take a look at that again here. Looks like you still have some kinds of rotation right here um, north of you, but most of that is moving out. Looks like Joplin got hit with a 70-mile-an-hour wind, 1 mile northeast of Joplin. That was 8:14, so about 15 minutes ago when we were um, basically just coming alive. We had seen that front moving in, and it's been moving pretty quickly. So thankfully, within the next 15 minutes or so, Joplin, you'll be out of the woods for a little while. You could have some development later today. As you can see, this green area is the tornado risk for today, 2% risk, and you are in that slight risk as well. Let me just show you that information here as well. So that's the slight risk in the yellow. We're not looking at Ohio right now. Ohio is right here. The enhanced risk for Ohio. We do have one active tornado warning, but again, be cautious. And that tornado warning again is in areas of southwestern. So just be mindful of that. Uri, yeah, what's my take on Springfield? Well, I just pretty much covered that. I didn't even see the note. Uri, yeah, it is. You guys are in that slight risk, as well as continue to be in a severe thunderstorm watch for another 85 minutes for Springfield. There they go. We've got that. Oh, yep. Now they have a possible tornado on this. Okay, folks. One moment here. I'm probably not going to be able to get to all your guys' risks today because we do have an active tornado warning, so just be mindful of that. Mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. But they do have a possible tornado on there. When they put that tag on there of a possible tornado, these are some significant wind risks. So we do have that right here, as you could say, over by Neosho. This again is in Missouri, southwest part of Missouri. So if you have so Carthage, if you have anyone, go ahead and follow and share this live. So folks that are Ash Grove, it is possible that this could hold together. Let's just take a look at some of the live information and see if we can find the temps here. Let's go ahead. Temps and dew points. 71 degree temp and 64 degree dew point. A lot of moisture in there for it to work with. And we are starting to see some development over by Aurora now. I don't have a live cam to show you that information, but so we're starting to see development in the north side of these storms, northeast side of these storms, in front of the bigger storms. So just be aware, Mount Vernon area of just to the south, southwest of Springfield, Missouri. These could definitely escalate pretty quickly. I'm not trying to panic everybody, but look at this wall of wind right here. This is pretty significant right here. That's a lot of wind on its way through there, folks. Where is the tornado warning? Tornado warning is right here. That's Neosho. Radar indicated. 8:29, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing, and these are in Central Daylight Time, producing a tornado was located over Neosho, moving east of 50. This includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 15 and 25. If you're in Neosho, you better be in your basement. Until the all clear goes. And likely Neosho, it may have passed. Hasn't passed yet. Granby, you're an area that's going to be impacted by this. Right on top of you right now, Ritchie. Wentworth, you're in the path of that. These are all in Missouri, folks. That's the only tornado warning we have. However, this is a severe thunderstorm warning to the east of that that has a tag for a possible tornado. They do now also have this one to the north. They just issued that one as well. I believe that's the one going across your ticker at 8:39. This one is until 9:45 a.m. Impacted areas, 60-mile-an-hour winds and $half size hail. Pierce City, we now have, okay, gosh. Newton County, that's what I was trying to type in. It's
why I love the ticker that I created. It pulls that information directly from the National Weather Service. Sometimes Radar Omega takes a little while. Dangerous storm right over here. This is Granby, Ritchie. It's having a difficult time to keep up. All of these areas over the next, probably the next hour, will expect this impact here. Monet, Aurora, Mount Vernon, Republic. These are all in Springfield or in Missouri, but speaking of Springfield, likely going to have some of this impact. Speaking of Springfield, likely going to have some of this impact as we can definitely see. How's Battlefield, Missouri? Hey, Carthage, Cooper's mom. And our followers, that would be great if you are seeing. Don't go out. I don't want you to go outside of your safe place, but if you're in a Republic, Missouri, lots of thunder. Battlefield, Missouri. All right, Battlefield, Missouri, you're up next. This is, let me see if I can find a way to confirm timing of that. This one right here is going at 55. So I'm going to.
Battlefield likely within the next 30 to 45 minutes. Battlefield likely within the next 30 to 45 minutes. Battlefield. You'll be impacted by this one that's over by Carthage if it holds together. Okay, thanks so much, Cooper's mom. Appreciate you letting us know. It's dark thunder, lightning, some hail right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this hail factor. Stafford going to be okay. Stafford, I'll take a look at that right now. Can't say for sure. Based on the length of time this has already been going, I would suspect that you'll at least end up getting some gusty winds, 50 to 60-mile-an-hour winds, and maybe some marginal severe hail. What I mean by that, you could end up having some nickel-size hail. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the echotops. I want to see if this is dying out as it progresses. So 1 second here, I'm going to do some analysis. I'm kind of an analytical guy. First, we'll take a look at the hail factor. So this hail factor right there, Carthage, probably some areas of about 50 kilograms m squared here. Oh, 54 and 66. So that's a pretty big hail, but it looks like it's getting, yeah, it looks like the hail is getting a little bit smaller. So that would indicate that it's losing some of its luster. This one down here by Neosho, that one definitely is still holding its own. Let me go ahead and take a look at you're east of Carthage near Reeds and Sarcoxy. Okay. Had some hail, lots of Biohazard 19. Thank you so much. In Neosho had some hail, lots of lightning, and tornado siren just stopped a few minutes ago. Awesome. Thanks so much, Biohazard. I appreciate you letting uh, our folks here know. I watched a funnel form before it broke above my house. Ooh, goodness gracious. Well, I don't encourage you folks to get out and watch while the weather is awesome to see. I don't encourage you folks to get out and see that stuff unless you're trained. All right, so let's go ahead and take a peek at echotops here. Okay, tortilla chip. Good, good. I'm glad you weren't out there long. That was before the sirens. I wasn't out there long. Good. Just want to make sure that I'm making sure that the community understands. All right, so 47,000 feet and then 49, 50,000. So the ops, what that does is that's a measurement of uh, basically the towers, how the tops of the thunderstorms. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to take a look at these echo tops where they were at prior to moving through those areas. Okay, so 49,000 feet. 46. It looks, I mean, it's definitely, once it gets below about 38,000 feet, it it basically has a tendency to become a special weather statement because it's likely not going to have as much of an impact. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. And it looks like it's probably going to end up starting to lose its luster because one thing that we also look for is where we have a number of cells feeding off of each other. So when these cells become more of a linear movement instead of more small and isolated ones, they can steal the thunder, so to speak, pun intended, off of some of these ones. So that's why this wall of wind is getting created here. All right. What does today's going into tomorrow tornado threat look like? Appreciate that question. Is this a tornado that's heading towards battlefield? Um, Bailey Reynolds. Let me just take care of that real quick. We can't confirm that it's a tornado. Right now, it's a tornado radar indicated warning. Elias, if you could tell me Miller, I'm assuming you're referring to Missouri. You guys are in a severe thunderstorm warning, and that severe thunderstorm warning does have half dollar size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at, we're going to just do a drop back here for your guys' tornado risks for later today, because this is round one, folks. If things can redevelop, oh goodness gracious, there we go. We got another tornado warning, folks. So this is continuing. Um, so now some areas, Holberg, Stotts City, Mount Vernon. This is in Missouri, folks. Pierce City again. We do have Verona, Aurora, Marionville. You make sure that we're on Springfield radar. So I think they're doing this as a precautionary measure. So this is Lawrence County and Newton County. 8:49 is when this was issued. So just a moment ago, and this expires at 8 or 9:15. Thanks for the follow, Jeff. If you're just joining us, please be sure to hit that follow button and tap, tap, tap that screen. This way we can get folks that are in these warned areas alerted, hopefully. It'll help with the algorithms that TikTok uses. And you can too be part of the 605 Chaser team. Oh, thanks for the heart me's. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, again, we are continuing to have a little bit of a struggle to go through the typical things that we go through at the 8 a.m. live updates. Our 8 a.m. Central Time daily updates are typically going through all the risks that are happening, but we We do see some tornado risk continuing. And again, this is radar indicated. We don't have confirmation of it being on the ground. Uh, my opinion, I'm not a meteorologist, so just so you're aware, my opinion only, I would say this is a wall of wind. It's still dangerous. I'm not trying to discard that. It is still extremely dangerous, but this is likely not a tornado on the ground. It's more than likely a wall of wind, straight line wind type of event, which those can be just as dangerous. All right, folks, and as you can see, this tornado warned cell, again, radar indicated, has areas that are going to be impacted. Oop, well, do we have another one, or is this an update? Yes, this is an update. Hold on one moment. This is an update to that tornado warning, so one moment, folks. Waiting for Radar Omega to get that information. Hold on, folks. Thanks so much for the follow. Getting loud in Republic, Missouri. Storms are rolling in. All right, thank you, US 318, Amanda. I don't know, it comes through as US 318, so maybe it's just Amanda. I'm sorry. Thanks so much for the follows, Dane. There we go. We have an alert now for Dade County and Lawrence County, Missouri. This was a new tornado warning issued. It's radar indicated. 8:52 is when it was issued. I would imagine it's going to be this right here. Likely this county here. Let's see. We got 3 active tornado warnings, and they're all right in here. So this is, they basically have 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. It's kind of a continuation here. Monet, so 9, it was at 8:49, so a little bit ago. Verona, Monet, all of these areas. Again, you're going to expect some, looks like this is going to continue into Springfield and Ash Grove and Willard. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning, and that is Jasper County, Missouri, and Newton, Missouri. It's an update to that. Okay, Jay, chatter online says funnel east of Mount Vernon. Let me look at this. I can't confirm that. I can't confirm that, and unless I know 100% certain, I would treat this like a tornado anyways, because the wind in this can be just as destructive. We don't have any signatures right now. Let me just do a quick Radar Omega update here to make sure that everything is coming through as quickly as possible here. There's definitely some rotation in there near Mount Vernon area. It's a little hard to see with base velocity. Let me try high resolution. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Right here. That would likely be where, if there is a tornado on the ground, that would be where it would be. Freistatt. It's near Freistatt. Oof. Okay, so this is, let's see if we have an update. Is it? Unfortunately, these warnings are showing radar indicated, but I would still heed the warning just based off of the signature that I see right here. There it is. Yep. Okay, near Freestat. Yep, I can definitely see that. No, the severity of this has not decreased. Right here, Freestat. So this is where somewhat certain that there is likely a tornado. At least signature shows that. See if I can find correlation here. Debris. One moment here. This looks like there's debris, but it's a little tough because it's hard to see. I would definitely, if you're anywhere in this path at all, Mount Vernon, so Springfield, folks in Springfield, it looks like this is kind of, if it can hold itself together, areas of Springfield, because right now it is showing that it's kind of moving towards the Mount Vernon, Missouri area. And again, I'm going to kind of show you CC drop. J, sorry, that acronym I'm not familiar with. The correlation coefficient drop. One second here. I think that's what you're talking about. One second. Wisconsin, you're clear for right now. I do want to remind folks that Wisconsin, you're nowhere in any risk for today as far as tornado activity goes. All of this is going to be the enhanced risk with that orange, or not really orange, kind of the enhanced area, Cincinnati, Ohio, and then areas of Texas are under the gun for the risk of tornado activity, as well as obviously areas of Missouri up along the whole line there. I want to get back to this live radar. We got folks that are relying on this. It looks like severe thunderstorm watch is now a new one extending further, and this includes Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff. I know we have some followers there. This includes northern part of Arkansas as well, just north of Jonesboro. Also includes Lebanon, Missouri, St. Robert, and Rolla. We're looking at a high resolution velocity right now. It's starting to look like it's, I'm not going to say that it's weakening, but that's pretty crazy. Do you think, do you see anything on that top wanting, it's going to follow 160? Jay, thanks so much for letting us know. Just a tad north of 160, Billings, Marionville, and Republic get to cover. Absolutely. Do you see anything on that top wanting, whoops, wanting heading towards Miller? Towards Miller. The north side of it, you guys are in a tornado warning in that area. So this is indicating that it's going to stay just south of Miller, but you're still in a tornado warning. You're in a dangerous storm if you're in Miller area or going to be going to Miller area. Right now, we do have that signature. Yep. Yeah, Jay. Northern Storm is definitely not that impressive, but I just don't want people to be led to believe that it's not dangerous. It's still dangerous. It's just not as dangerous as the one that's south of Mount Vernon area. Yeah, I see that defined debris ball or not debris ball. 1 second here. Got to go to correlation coefficient. I'm probably not looking at this. I haven't really messed with correlation coefficient with radar omega very much, so it's really tough for me to figure all that out. Ashton, there is no, yeah, Ashton, storms are dangerous. Let me go ahead and shut off the warning. Let me get this shut off real quick here. 1 second. Jay, I appreciate that so much. Let me get the watches off here and see if this is going to kind of help a little bit. Do want to see that. Is Aurora and Monet in the tornado's path? Yes, they are. But again, you're in the tornado warning, radar indicated, although you do have Jay on here, which I appreciate so much. Riggs, don't freak out. Just know where your safe place is. How slow is this moving? Currently, this one that the southern one, which is the more dangerous one at this point, at 8:56, it was moving east at 55 miles an hour. So it's moving really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and go off of the correlation coefficient here. I'm going to go back to this. I know it says it's moving east, but I'm going to just kind of give a rough idea of when it could end up impacting areas of Springfield, Missouri. Not sure why I didn't pick up on that. I didn't go far enough, that's why. That front part of that storm, these are some areas that could be impacted. Obviously, there's much, that's just that southern storm if we're following the track that it's suggesting. Springfield, less than 30 minutes, so get in your safe place. Yep, if you're in Springfield, definitely. Okay, Jay, slightly north of 160. Going to go north of Aurora by half mile or so. Dang, Jay. Appreciate that information. I may have to invite you one of these times to help with this. Is Stratford in the path of the storm from Mount Vernon? I'm so nervous about this weather. I believe Stratford was. Let me just take a look. If it can hold itself together, you would be. It's going to be a while, a little over 30 minutes if it can hold itself together. Just stay weather aware, know where You interpret for NOAA for chasers. That's amazing, Jay. Thank you so much. You're down in Branson. Wow. Okay, so my power is out. Regs, I hope you're in your basement. South of Springfield, folks, south of Springfield. That southern storm, again, continues to look pretty impressive. If I go over to the high resolution velocity, and I think what Jay is referring to is likely right in here as far as the debris ball, even though, whoops, there it goes. Goodness, now it went through another scan. It's a lot of. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, rotation definitely has weakened. That's good. Not as defined as it was. Jay, I don't know, I appreciate you very much. I just don't know if you'd ever be interested in being kind of a moderator and helping out with this. Obviously, I do have to check some credentials, just because the TikTok world, you never know. People can say that they're whatever. Um, Straight line wins. Yep. Yeah. I could definitely tell that just based off of this white right here. A lot of straight line wins. So should Springfield be worried? No, you shouldn't be worried. You should definitely know where your safe place is. Um, so Springfield, you're in the path of this, and it's moving at 55 miles an hour, moving east. So Springfield, you are in the path. Stratford, you're in the path. Again, it's showing signs of weakening, but don't let up your guard. I just think I'm not trying to create panic, folks. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are aware that um, this southern storm. Oh, we do have a damage report. Okay, Freestat, 2 miles south-southwest of Freestat, Missouri, Lawrence County, Missouri. Tree on house, uh, tree on a house off highway, Monet area. That was at 8:56. So yeah, there definitely has been some destructive weather this morning already. Where are the tornadoes? All right. Well, we don't have confirmation right now that one is on ground, but thank you, Jay. I appreciate that so much. You know, the one thing about um, weather is I don't like the hype. I like to give factual information as often as I possibly can. Fear mongering is not allowed in my chats. All right. Springfield start to take shelter. I would definitely do that just for the fact that this thing is going 50 to 60 miles an hour. It isn't going to take that long. Again, estimates, if I were to put this on there, this is a very rough estimate, folks. You're in the path, Springfield, 20 minutes or less. So yes, I would go ahead and make sure that you're in your safe place. Republic, even though you're not in that warning yet, I do suspect that you're going to be probably getting that tornado warning here shortly. If not, it'll at least be a severe thunderstorm warning. Although it is showing signs of weakening, it's still a pretty dangerous storm. Now, I gotta probably get going here very shortly. Unfortunately, I do have my full-time job that I need to get to, but thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate that. And continue to thank Jay. You think it's cycling? Oh, goodness. That's not good. One second. Yeah, it does seem like it is with that 2 on there. It's just not letting up. All right, so Ash Grove, continue to be in your safe place. This is still showing indications of a wall of wind up in the northern section of this storm. So this one here, even Willard, I would be making sure that you're weather aware and know where you need to go. All right, hang on 1 minute, folks. I'm going to just drop this for a second and remind folks this is what the outlook is for today. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, was updated at 7:37 this morning, Central Daylight Time. And this is going to be updated again at around 11:30 is when they typically update that. Getting radar Omega pulled back up. Waiting for the information to load here. 1 moment. All right, there we go. Let me see if I can play that throughout. For some reason, my radar Omega is having a little bit of a struggle with getting all the signatures on there that we typically end up seeing. So there's a couple different reports. There was a report of a possible tornado that passed through 8066 Lawrence, 2205. That was 3 miles south-southwest of Freestadt, Missouri at 8:56. So definitely is a dangerous storm. I'm trying to see if I can get those polygons back on here. All right, as of right now, it looks like we don't have any tornado warnings. That's thankful. I am going to let you all go. Thankfully, it looks like the tornado threat is dying down. No basement. Yes, go to your bathroom, interior room. Closet is a good place if you need to take cover. Make sure to take a blanket with you. You've had better luck with radar scope. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. They just issued another tornado warning. 9:13. This was issued. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to switch, cancel my subscription with Radar Omega and use Radar Scope. It could be my PC because I've got a multi-streaming on 3 platforms using Streamlabs. Sirens are going off in Stratford too. Yep, Battlefield Republic, take cover now. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate this so much. You don't know how much value you are bringing, and I mean value in helping folks in our community. I'm going to get a little teared up right now, but I'm just humbled by your help. Um, and I appreciate you so much. Yes, Springfield, take cover, definitely. I don't know where this tornado warning is. My app is just giving me so much of a struggle right now. It's part of the reason I feel like there it is. I had it off. There it is, Springfield. There we go. Tornado warning. Um, Jay was right. Southern Wisconsin, you're okay, Sydney. Your risk isn't for today. All right. So yeah, Stratford, you're in the path of this destructive. Again, it's radar indicated, but as Jay stated um, earlier, that it looked like it was recycling, and it appears that it has recycled a little bit just for the fact that we have this tornado warning radar indicated. Some areas that are impacted: location Sackville, Glidewell, Ash Grove, Fremont Hills, Ebenezer, Marionville, Turners, Willard, Bois d'Arc, Halton, Chesapeake, Brooklyn, Cleaver, Cave Springs, Billings, Springfield, Galloway, Battlefield, and Nixa. This is moving east at 55 miles per hour. Current rotation is near Halton. Thank you, Jay. And we'll take a look at that. Yep, that Jay, you are definitely right on top of it. There it is. That's definite rotation. So appreciate you so much. All right, let's break here from near James River and I-44. All of Springfield needs to take cover. E-Wolf, we don't have confirmation that it's down. Right now, radar indicated, according to the latest from the National Weather Service, but just because it's not confirmed to be down doesn't mean that it's not dangerous, folks. Extremely dangerous storm, and I'm going to have to let you guys go because if I don't leave, I'm going to be late for work, and my kids definitely need me. Jay, I gotta find you, and I'm definitely going to figure out a way that I can follow you. Hang on a second here and see if I can. Oh, you started following me, so I will definitely follow you as well. There's the follow, Jay. I'm definitely gonna follow you. You guys stay safe. I have to go, unfortunately. I don't know if one of my other good buddies on TikTok is live right now. Let me just check here. You as well, Jay. Right now, I don't see another follower that I have. It looks like there is Stormscapes is another guy that I follow. Usually Mesomat is on top of things, but he's been kind of down in the weather, so no pun intended. But again, Springfield area, stay safe, guys. Um, I wish I could be on here the whole time. Unfortunately, I can't afford to to lose my job. So you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless, and I thank you so much. I thank Jay. I think Jay and all of my